Oh man. Y'all remember Toonami? Pepperidge Farm remembers Toonami. Ah, I bet y'all forgot how hard Toonami used to go. Just dropping the drum and bass like all the time. Making sure people were just like way into it. Right before you put up like the cool anime or the crazy like new drop for the weekend, you know what I mean? How y'all doing? This is your captain speaking. Welcome back aboard. So, I took maybe a day off last week just because we had to go to battle. You see, the Benny Karasu encountered some unusual activity in the AI part of history, and so we found that we had to do battle with a dragon named Sora, and apparently we did too good of a job because now it's been erased from future days. That's right. Sora AI is no more. That'll be the first thing I throw down on the table. Can you believe that? The bubble is popping. Which means when we eventually get to this wonderful time period where things suddenly start crashing around the whole premise of AI, we'll start to see our electronics go back down to a sane price. But in the meantime, we're at the mercy of having PlayStation charge $100 extra for all of their little goodies that nobody wants to buy. On top of that, you're looking at what should be a $500 Steam Deck costing $1,000. You're looking at Nintendo admitting that they were wrong about physical copies and their MSRP. So yeah, we've got a lot going on in terms of technology and marketing, and that's just like the tip of the iceberg. The world is crazy, and I'm gonna say I'm a little more locked in just because I've been trying to keep my head under a rock because of all the panic attacks most people would have. Just thinking about it, like, we're on the cusp of World War III. There's like a literal strait in the Middle East that's like a river that determines what all the world's oil is gonna do. Okay, not all the world's oil, but about a third of it. And where there's oil, there's everything else. I mean, we literally rely on fire in order to make all the things we know and love. So it's like it kind of matters what goes on over there. And of course, the orange idiot has made it worse. Worse, I tell you. This is why we can't have nice things. Anyway, I'm thinking I want to go ahead and start to get us going with some Rockman. But yeah, I kid you not, Toonami has a whole drum and bass album that you guys can check out on YouTube. It's actually on Toonami's YouTube channel, the Toonami Archive, which is kind of awesome because, like, if you're ever like doing chores or super busy or like working on art, you can actually find entire weekends of like Toonami shows that are just compiled into one big ass video, and you can just run that for like 4 or 5 hours, and that can be the background noise for you to just like sit back and like get your shit done. Because this has been the era of lock in and try hard, you know what I mean? That goes so hard. Sorry, I'm vibing. Captain's getting down. I do love a good drum and bass. Not gonna lie. That being said, let's get back into our Boodle Network. I'm thinking after Battle Network 2, instead of jumping straight into 3, I'd like to do some Mega Man Zero. Just because I kind of want to, like, go through some of the best Mega Man games. Because those are kind of, like, scratching the itch for me. Like, one of the best things about a Mega Man game in general is that it's usually pretty skill-oriented. So it's like, you kind of shake the dust off your own brain when you play these games. They don't usually just let you sit there and be dumb. You know what I mean? There we go. I've got one of my chats up. Let me get the other chat up. Just so I can see what's going on both sides. Usually I try to put an announcement out to, like, my inner circle, but I figure if they're gonna join, they're gonna join. If they're not, then this is fine too, because I'm here for everybody. I'm here for everybody. All right.
Already? Time to kick back and relax then. Let's hang out for a bit.
What's up, Mega? I love me my Mega Man. I'm sorry. He's a homie. He just is. So, let us jump right back in.
Take it away, operator.
Okay, there's something I kind of want to share with you guys real quick. And that's this opening theme song. It hits so hard. Here it comes. This game goes so hard. I'm not even kidding. This is like the first time it felt like it had a sense of, like, danger to it, you know what I mean? Like, before it was a kid who was just like, I'm gonna disrupt some hackers. But this time around, it's just like, we get land and physical danger. Mega Man gets deleted. All sorts of things happen in this game. Like, it's heavy. So let's see how that goes. Okay. World situations. What was I talking about? Okay, so, apparently, OpenAI, you know, Sam Altman, decided that Sora was no longer going to be a thing. This is interesting because this was right after Disney said that they were going to sign on and let the AI use Disney characters for their AI-generated animations. Now, I've been seeing a lot of interesting little things happening with AI where it's like, aside from the slop, because we all know it's slop, like, I'm not gonna sit back and pretend that I like AI. In fact, I'm probably the first guy to shoot it down every time. So it's let's see. Let me see what's going on here in the plot. We're gonna play Let's Make the Best of It. That's the spirit. How about the beach or a camping trip? Let's see. Why do I suddenly remember being chased by bees? And a bear. Okay, camping trip it is. Let's go. So, yeah, I'm not gonna pretend to be a fan of AI per se. In fact, like, I tend to hate it most times whenever the subject comes up. So it's like only natural that I'm going to cheer when I hear something like Sora goes down. But what I am seeing is that these AI companies are kind of insisting on keeping it rolling. Like, the companies are shoehorning AI into things. Like, Disney got shot down, and they should have just been like, okay, well, why don't we just focus on doing movies how we've been doing? No, they're actually talking about looking at a different AI company now, which doesn't make a lot of sense, because if you look at it from, like, a cinematography standpoint, the products that AI produce tend to be pretty ugly. Like, there's a lot of nuance, tropes, studies, and practices, and I'm nothing burgering this statement, but hear me out, right? Whenever you see an AI animation, one of the first things you'll notice is that every single AI generated character has strange lighting. It's more arbitrary than it is actually concentrated on. Now, if you take that and you compare it to, like, any of the movies found in the AFI history, like, all of them use lighting as a method of visual storytelling. So if you've got a computer just letting the dice roll on it, then of course you're gonna find yourself in a pickle where you're looking at basically really incredibly... How many mini energies can I get? Am I full? I'm full. Okay. I'm not gonna try to get an unlocker yet. Do I? What do I actually have in my self-chips? We're gonna wait a little bit before we get an unlocker. I wanna, like, collect more Zenny. Playground. Aw, still no jack import there. I wonder if I can... Yes, I can! I can jack into the doghouse. So we're gonna collect a little Zenny on the doghouse for a little bit. But, so, AI has a problem where it's basically using its calculations to generate things as logically as it can. And that's all well and good from the premise of, like, if you were trying to generate something that's, you know, logical, but what we're actually looking for here is intentionality. Like, in The Godfather, there are multiple shots where the shadows are used to kind of tell the mood of the character and sort of actually foreshadow events and actions as they come by. So it's like, you can't rely on AI to do that successfully with a shot. And then you turn around and you find that AI can't be trusted to handle something like, okay, this is going to be uncomfortable. And that has to rely on the Mega Buster. Aw, he didn't go that way. Okay, this sucks. We'll ask Roll for help, because she'll get at least one of them. Take him out! And then the next thing about it is that you'll find that in AI-generated videos, characters almost always have, like, a sheeting out towards the camera where they don't really know how to look in different directions. So it's like, sometimes in a video or in a movie you have, like, the orientation of the character not intentionally facing the camera. So this isn't like a play where you're on stage and you're supposed to show everything excessively. It's like it takes play logic and it puts it on camera, where camera captures like little micro nuances. And then, of course, there is the most glaring crime, which is the fact that... Hold on. I'm sorry, bitch. What? Why is this... No. Where... Why is there a Wide Sword L in with a Cyber Sword S? We have a problem here. I have a problem with this. Take the goddamn Wide Sword. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. That... Somebody just did not want us to rock today. And then on top of that, you're gonna make me look bad? Ah. Roll. Get my zennies, bitch. So, like, yeah, AI is not gonna cut it for films. I can't express it enough. So, that's one major usage already out, like, just right away. And then the next thing is that we're looking at a situation where even when we use AI for, like, smaller use cases where things are made to make sense, there's hallucinations that kind of throw off the way that AI presents itself. So it's like we keep on having problems. It's... Okay, so that's not happening. Oh, Gutsman. Okay, yeah, I can beat him up. I should have checked my deck. Okay. We're gonna start with an... Oh. Okay, yeah. We're gonna take one out, so we have free shots. Okay. And I am just gonna go ahead and add. We're just gonna Mega Buster him down, because what else can you do at that point, right? Look at that, we have an area steal and a sword. Although I could end him in one shot. I could. You know... Yes, I'm a stinker. Oh, hey! Wasted. Okay, cool. That makes me less of a stinker. I mean, he's just a big-ass Mechuar, so it's, like, fine. We can deal with this guy. Okay! Free win. I forgot we had all the graves in here. The gospel or grave, whatever it's called. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna nitpick. We're gonna nitpick. Cause these chips really fucking suck. First off, you get the fuck out of here. We don't play that mess. We're gonna sort by code. I will take this over that any day. Panel outs and attack plus 10s. Ugh. What is this junk? Okay, we got Shotgun J ×3. Dash attack and win. That doesn't justify it in my book. Let me look at my cannons. Alright. A's and B's. Okay. So, let's make a compromise. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why do we have 5? Alright. Buy. 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 You go here. I want C. And I want D. Now, let's put there's a lot of chips I could definitely use. Let's put Gutsman in. Oh, Gutsman can't go in. Alright, fine. We can live with that. We'll take the dash attack. We'll take it. It'll be a singular attack. Let's look at our codes. See how this makes sense. But the answer is it doesn't. It won't. This is gonna be a mess always. Okay. Yep. Yep, we need chips. We need chips bad. So yeah, we'll pick a few fights. In other news, I hear that apparently Tiger Woods got into yet another car accident. This one I just found out about. That's crazy work right there. Like, who heard of that? Is it just me or is that candy bigger than the other? But yeah, he was caught drunk driving. And I found out today while watching Omni. Like, I had no idea that he has done this. I personally don't understand. You know, like, I agree with the take he had about rich people. Because this is gonna get me on a tangent about the wealthy. But when you're rich, right? You literally buy whatever you fucking want. Like, there's never going to be want for anything. Like, you have it all. You get the whole world. It's like that Kendrick Lamar song. So, can I ask why it is you can't just have a chauffeur, take an Uber, or maybe have the drinking party at your house? You know? Because, like, you're rich. Like, let's be real here. Like, was it worth putting people in danger? Like, somebody dies, are you gonna own up for that? You have that for the rest of your life being a haunting piece of knowledge that you, like, killed somebody because you didn't drive sober? Like, I don't get... Okay, like, if you're gonna misbehave, then let it be something that you do on your own time. You know? You don't really need to, like, involve others. Especially if you're having a real bad time and you're just crashing out. Like, it happens. It just happens. But you can't just... I don't know, you can't just drag the whole world into your breakdown. Like, I see people on the street sometimes when they have their arguments and they decide to involve the whole neighborhood. So I went to Dex, I went to Mail. Let's see. She's not here. I went to Yai. Who else is there? There shouldn't be anybody else, right? Do I need to go to the school to find Mail? Oh, hey, it's Mari. Huh. I could use one of those. Those would be nice. Is she in summer school? Yo, guys. Our goody two-shoes? She got in trouble? Somebody tell me what an Utopian class is. Is that American class? Hmm. What indeed? Yeah, no, basically I was just talking about the fact that like when you have those moments when you're just not okay and you feel like you're gonna go off somewhere where you're not hurting anybody. You know? Like think about everybody else just that one time. Cause like there was an incident I heard about over the weekend that really broke my heart, right? So, trigger warning. This is gonna talk about like actual violence. So, if you're not down with hearing that, I apologize. Um, please close your ears for a little bit, or maybe come back in 5 minutes or so. But effectively, right, we found out that a guy went crazy at a Pokemon Center in Japan and started brandishing a knife, and he ended up killing one employee and himself. And this was horrible news to hear. And it turned out that what was going on was that he broke up with his former partner, his ex, and he, instead of just letting things go, started going crazy. And he stalked her and was crashing out like real bad to the point that the police actually abducted him. And then they they sort of let him go. And so here she is at her place of work where you should feel the utmost safest. Like, honestly speaking, like, when I'm at work, my mind is closed off to the rest of the world. There's nothing going on outside that should be coming in. You know what I mean? And this is the case with most people when they're working. But he came in and he stabbed her. And then he stabbed himself. And this was horrible. Like, this is exactly what I mean about like trying to trying to catch yourself when you're crashing out. Cause like I'm gonna just take a wager and say that like no matter how much you're suffering inside, no matter what kind of terrible thing is going on, once you hit that breaking point where you feel like you're gonna scream and enough is enough and you're gonna do something crazy and you know you can't stop yourself, there's gotta be a part of you somewhere in there that's saying, I see this stuff happening. I need to redirect it. And it's like it's like I don't know. Like I this is difficult because it's like no shit. Don't go kill somebody. Like don't do that. Don't go and fucking go out of your way to like terrorize other people. And also like if you feel like you need to drink and drive or some shit, like don't. Just put your keys away. Like it doesn't matter on the grand scale of things. Like it's very obvious not to stick your finger in a socket. Like don't be a dumbass. But obviously there are times where it's like you can't really control yourself because you're out of your mind. These are the times that like we have to kind of reach back to our adolescence, our childhood. Just remember that feeling of the first time you ever peed your pants. You know, like you know what having to pee feels like. You know that there's a bathroom somewhere. You're aware that you should be peeing in a toilet, but for whatever reason, you and that toilet just don't seem to find each other in enough time to stop your pants from being the victim. And I just my biggest most earnest like thought going in is that like mental health is of an utmost priority and it's not going to be taken care of, not in a capitalist world. No one wealthy gives a fuck about how much you're hurting inside. The people who care are the people who love you, who raise you, who stand by you in your darkest nights and celebrate with you on your brightest days. And so it's really, really paramount that you have to like confide. Don't just suffer alone. Like, if you can listen to someone who can advise you on how to just ease the pressure just a little bit. And I don't mean like go trauma dump on your friends and family. Like, that's not fair to anyone. But I mean to say, like, when you start to feel the pressure to the point where, like, you're wondering if you'll survive the next day, or you're starting to feel like you're gonna start acting unwise and doing some terrible shit to people, well, this is the time you need to open up and just try to be beside someone. You know what I mean? That's really like, that's so important that it's worth me taking a chunk out of important gaming time to do that, like to say that. Like, love yourselves, people. And also, look out for your friends and family. Ask if they're okay. Because you never know what's going on behind somebody's eyes. Like, sometimes you could have a person who's just an easy smiler, just living your everyday life, and you think that, like, they're normal and they're fine, but they're actually suffering inside. Like, I walked past a fellow who told me, like, he's always singing, he's always chipper, he's always cheerful, to the point where it's almost annoying, right? And I made sure that I wasn't gonna disrespect him, so, like, I, of course, always listen whenever he talks to me. So one day I sat down and I had a meal with him, and he starts telling me about his home life. And I start to kind of piece it together. This dude is getting abused by his partner. And he's just not being treated well, to the point that it's like heartbreaking. And all I can think to myself is like, you would never guess this was going on in this guy's life. Like, you would never ever think that he would be hiding such a dark scene. So it's like, yeah, definitely take the time to listen to the people around you, look out for them. And this one's kind of scary, kind of hard to say, but it's okay to make friends. It's okay to make friends. Like, you'd be surprised how many people will geek with you over the things you like. Like, don't just think of yourself as just a cog. Like, it's okay. It's okay to make friends. It's okay to talk about what you love. It's okay to listen and hear about somebody else's love. These things are great. One of the reasons that we have so many movies, so many video games, so many different kinds of art is because it's just... we get to enjoy this, you know what I mean? Like, all of this amazing freedom. And I'm gonna be unfair and overpowered. Or not. I missed. There we go. This is how we get past the early game. We just sit back and we just take. Alright, there we go. So now we go to the official center and we get our license. Yeah. Like, make some friends. That's something I highly encourage. And so, it's like... like, going outside, for example. It doesn't feel like it's worth it these days. It really doesn't. Because it's like, everything costs too much. The weather is always kind of crappy. There's all sorts of really weird stuff going on in different countries around the world. Like, for example, here in the US, we have an entire Gestapo military force kidnapping brown people. And then, you know, you turn around and you look at, like, let's see. Through that hall, past that counter. Which counter? This hall? Like, no matter where you are in the world, something crazy's going on. So it's like, it feels difficult to go outside, but I'm gonna say, if you can sit next to your window and not hear anyone screaming or see anything burning for 5 minutes, then it is safe to go outside and go take a walk. Now, here's the next challenge, right? Talking to people. Like, most people are afraid to have a conversation. Okay. Gonna go jack myself in. This kind of reminds me of Scilab, actually. Alright, there we go. But yeah, like, it's okay to talk to people. Like, as long as you're not being weird or creepy, like, go ahead and just mention how nice the weather is. Because you'd be surprised, like, how many people just appreciate getting a smile. Yep, there we go. So you're here for the test. 3 problems. If you pass, I'll give you a B license. Problem number 1 is a survival battle. Delete the viruses that appear 5 times to pass. No HP recovery is allowed during play, so be careful. Alright. Let's do it. We live that Mega Buster life. Yeah, no matter how I look at it, my chips suck. And we beat the cannons. The cannons took a beating. And we release the doggo. We make a big heckin' bork. Oh, look at that! Another big heckin' bork. Bow. Bow, bow. Yeah. I can't wait for the weather to get nice. I'm ready for it. Nope. Yeah, I don't fucks with the bunnies. They'll just come out of nowhere and just ruin your day. Help in this den area. Please locate the Navi and provide assistance. Help people in need. Okay. Guess we're going. Power up program, please. What do you got? Nope. I'll take the HP more. That's what I'll take. hate all of these chips. Right, this is the point where the game is just like, no, you get nothing but crap for chips. And I'm just like, ah. Okay. So we're gonna exit the square, and we're gonna work our way through the den area. Okay. So I gotta say, it is always nice playing Battle Network, because, I'll be real with you. Like, first off, I thought this game would fade into obscurity, because no one ever talked about it. Ooh, there's a bad Navi. Okay. But then, for it to turn around and get a collection, and then for them to turn around and release a Star Force collection too? That's pretty lit. I admittedly am playing it on my Nintendo Switch right now. And I might actually put some gameplay up at some point. But right now, I just kind of want to go through Battle Network 2 because we started with 1. That was how it all began. So, I mean, we'll get to Star Force at some point. I don't think we'll go through all 6 of the Battle Networks, because if we did, that would be nuts. That would be some crazy work, that's for sure, because I know we're going to have ourselves at least, I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks of playing this. But this is kind of exactly why I'm like, let's do a little bit of this, and then let's do a little bit of Sonic Frontiers. The one guy. This dude. I just got a little pickaxe. A hammer. That's probably the Lost Navi. Okay, that didn't work the way I thought it would. Now, if only I had an area steal. That's like, I want better chips. For crying out loud, my custom chip is a 10. A recover 10. That should be a crime. You know what? I'm gonna try going actually a different direction. I guess I have no choice, guys. What do you do when you get the whole suite of recovery tins? You fucking sick your giant dog on them. Just fuck it. Fuck it. We don't care. You cooked. You cooked, sir. You cooked. You is bacon bits. Alright. I mean, how can I not? It just is the answer. Spam dog, win game. That was a counter. Bye-bye. Now that's a good chip. Now, I'm not dealing with this shit chip. I don't like these things. Oh no. What else can a guy do? It's an easy virus, but I have to stay locked in for it. I'm grateful for the instant kill button. That's just great. Because of that, though, I expect I'll probably get a team style when I get my style change. Man, I love style change. That's one of my favorite parts of this game series. Uh-oh. It's like the rabbit is sneezing. Aw, man. He's just like, you dare use my own skill against me? Hail to the king. There we go. I wish I wasn't so groggy. Gotcha. Yeah! Fun and engaging! Okay, that's Melee's computer. Whose computer is that? Guys, I think I'm stumped. Navi that needs help. Bam! Bullseye. Oh! I hate all of these. I literally hate all of these. Like, come on! What the heck? that was the ice code. So I don't know who this person is that needs help. Probably could have did that fight just so I could get more zap rings. Zap rings are always good. You know, I may have to just simply sit back and research what to do next. And I might want to grind up some chips. That's for sure. Because I'm having a Mega Buster entirely too much. It's getting to the point where I might actually turn on Buster Max so that we can, like, plow through these things quicker. Nope. And instant dog death. Once again. I'd like to see Christy Gnome try to take that out. The answer is she wouldn't. It would take her out. Oh! Yeah, that reminds me. The new ICE director is apparently already having panic attacks. How funny is that? I love it when an asshole suffers. I just do. It's so good. Damn, I thought we were gonna get the program advance, maybe. That would have been fun. Getting the Zeta Cannon. Oh, man. It's crazy. My eyes are burning like crazy. Like, I haven't had the best sleep in the last couple of days, but then again, that's sort of normal for me because of the overnight work that I'm doing. It's pretty taxing. It's got me exhausted, and it gets a little worse because my car broke down. Like, I started getting engine check lights yesterday, so I decided I wasn't going to drive in to work. I was going to take an Uber. And I did, and surely enough, it's always someone driving a vehicle that is too huge, or too small for them, or anybody else to ride in. Or the person who's driving and calling the shots is under so much scrutiny, they can't even tell what's going on if you try to give them something outside their expectation. Like, I've seen that a lot, where it's just like, okay, what are you even here for? If you're gonna sit back and just complain, you know? Goodness. I am tired, though. I am actually heavy tired. Whew. Captain might have to call it early just to lay down. Cause like, my eyes are half open. And the thing is, like, I'm chattery and everything, but my mind is slowing down. And at some point, you guys are gonna start to see that, like, in actual reality. I'll just be sitting there just like... But yeah, like, I suppose that's a nice segue into the fact that, Donald Trump more or less admitted to the fact that he's dying. Like, everybody knew it. We could all see it. But hearing it kind of get insinuated from his greasy orange lips just absolutely cements the reality in place. Like, there's no getting around it. What actually low-key happened... Oh my god, my brain is so tired. I don't even remember what I was just talking about. Goodness. I'm so tired, it feels like I'm under the influence of something, even though I'm not. Like, I'm just completely 100% sober in all formats, and I'm just like drifting off. Don't... Okay. Oh, hello. Be my guest. Hi there. Welcome into chat, Nova Shire. If it's free, I 100% welcome it. We were just running through Battle Network, and I was looking for a lost Navi. And to tell you the truth, I have no idea where to find this lost Navi. I might actually Google this, and I'm ashamed to do it, too. Let's see. I do have a Discord. Let me go ahead and drop my Discord link. Bear with me for just 1 second. We're gonna borrow it from off of our YouTube. There it is. And we will drop it into the Twitch chat. First, I gotta get hit by my own ads. There we go. It's my moderator's account. Okie dokie. But yeah, what brings you on in? Is it perhaps just enjoying some good old Mega Man, or are you just looking for cool stuff? Ah! Ah! Okay, this is the first time I've gotten 3 cannons. That was rude. Got me over here river dancing. I can't wait until I have a charge shot. I need it. I need it bad. I live on the charge shot. Ooh, that was sloppy. Okay. I was double checking to see if I could possibly find a way to let's see MMBN2 helping Navi in Den area. Awesome! I will check this out momentarily. Lost Navi is in the upper level of Din Area 3. You get there by exiting the square and going to the connector on the lower right. Walk program. Okay. That's why I had to go through the square. Ugh, I was so confused. Let's take a look at what's going on in the Discord. You say hello? Okay. Well then. Let's see. Now I gotta remember how to get back to the square. I wish I had a map. I have a cannon. Cannon's a good answer. Okay, I am low-key gonna remove these. I'm gonna just remove my healing chips until I get like a decent set. Because it's like all I get are panel outs and these silly little good for nothing chips. I want more guns. Yeah, methinks guns. Okay. I might be that guy. I might literally sit back and just nitpick this whole thing. Get out, get out. You get out, you get out, you get out. You're fired, you're fired. Let's see. Okay, so 5 is my limit. Alright, we'll take that. We take those. And now maybe we'll take a pickaxe. Is this... blows that enemy, not vacuum. Okay. We want vacuum, to be honest. That's the better one. We'll take Asterix Recovery. And I guess A. And one panel out. Take the other panel out and get rid of it, because I don't want that anymore. Which is not welcome to you. You don't want any of your kind around here. I don't know why I suddenly got Bernie Sanders' voice, but I assure you that I do not want any more useless chips in my repertoire. Because when we net battle, we go hard. They go high, we go low. We'll take that one. Yeah. We actually don't have any other L's in the set, so I trade that for the A. Okay, there we go. Slightly faster. Not much faster, but slightly faster. I mean, okay, yeah, I guess. We do 10 damage to each of them, lock them in place, and... ouch. You know, for as much as I've played Battle Network throughout my life, I honestly should be better at this than I am. Like, watch, the first real boss we get to is gonna absolutely beat my ass in. I know it. It's gonna be a hot mess. Okay, I think this is the way. Yep. Okay. There we go. Just had to get my other chat up and running. He gets Whitus is. I hit them with the doggo. The doggos is board pork. We are rewarded with a quake. Aw, man, the power-up program's right there. Okay. Okay, we have a goal. And now I can piece it all together. I understand. So, we go back this way. Do I have an unlocker yet? I don't think I have an unlocker. Bye-bye. Cool. Noted that I need an unlocker. But first, we gotta get that power-up program. We're gonna go this way. So we can beat up the bad Navi. That Walker program back. That Walker Texas Ranger program back. Yeah, how about that? The final boss of, like, everything has passed away. Super boss Chuck Norris. Man so powerful that the bathroom uses him instead of him using the bathroom. Like, he goes to the toilet shits. Alright, okay, awesome. I am not happy. Oh, shit. If I had waited like a half second, that would have been perfect. There's gonna be a lot of those today. Ouch! Alright. I got Bro Sea Legs back. Let's go! Alright. Mark. You know what? My cannon's bigger than your cannon. My cannon's in a guy's chest! Boopy cannon. Wait, not this way. Yeah. I've had a lot of coffee today, too. I just kind of had to function, but I swear, like, I tried to get normal sleep. I really did. That's not the guy. Oh? 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 Guess what? Guess what? Program advanced! Zeta cannon. This is what we live for. Just, I kind of want to have like a program advance montage of just Zeta Cannon alone. Just playing some System of the Down and just going, pushing little children with the fully automatics. They like to push the weak around. What can I say? My horse is a shackled old gray mare. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is using brain cells that I know I don't have. Alright! Haha! That was another clean one. With these shoddy chips that I have, it's like no wonder everything has to feel precarious. There we go. We got another quake. This is not the guy. Is our guy over here? Is this the guy? All right. Thank goodness for the gospel button. I'm not religious, but gospel's got me. Hallelujah! Oh, that is pure trash. Absolute garbage doo-doo butter. Fucking whack-a-mole over here. They're over here like, hey, convince us that you can aim. Give me my program advance. I want my program advance. They're really not gonna give me my program advance. They're just like, take every chip in his deck and put it on top of the one that he needs. Boo. Okay. Maybe I'll get my program advanced now? Goodness knows, I would appreciate it. I can only keep this dodging up for so long. Yep. A, C, D. Are you serious? They're just picking on me. Literally giving me every chip except the one I need. That's pure comedy. And me without a wide sword. Oh well. Booby cannon! It's nice because I don't have to stress about dodging anymore. Get auto-fisted. What, there's more? Ugh. Really? Oh man. This is about to suck. Okay. Okay. Nobody say anything. Nobody say anything, okay? Nobody say anything, alright? Because they know what they did. They know what they did here. They know what they did here. They know exactly what they did here. It didn't happen. Y'all didn't see nothing. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Chog's just like, I'm gonna be a dick, even when you're being polite to me. Yeah! We got our B license. Honestly, I thought I was gonna have enough energy to play some Sonic Frontiers on top of this. And I probably would if I weren't so bloody sleepy. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get back to Lan's room and we're gonna call it for the night. And then tomorrow we'll lead off with some Sonic Frontiers and see if we can get to the next boss. That is what I think we're gonna do. Well then, it's a nice, concise stream. Not too crazy. Thank you for joining Nova Share. And, yeah. For anybody else who catches this or the VOD, thanks for joining. Alrighty. Bye-bye. 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 Toodles.